just today?
Well, I was absolutely thrilled in the way that they responded to the adversity that we dealt with last night and the frustrations that we dealt with. You know, Southeast Missouri State did a good job of taking that game from us last night. How are your kids going to respond to that type of circumstance? And so to see our kids come out with an early morning start like this, we didn't get home to the hotel until at least 11:30, quarter to 12 last night. It was after midnight before we got in bed, and we had early BP here this morning. We were the first team to hit. So we had to be here at 8:30 this morning. Our kids got up, they ate breakfast, they got themselves ready, and then to come out of the gate the way that they did, I think that's a testament to their character and their attitude and work ethic. And you know, it's just they deal with adversity throughout the course of this season in a very positive manner. And to me, that just gives me such hope for them in the rest of their lives, how they're going to handle certain situations that are just going to come up. As good as it gets, you know. I mean, I think he put together a 120 pitch performance, had 14 strikeouts and 1 walk. And if you notice, when we got ahead and we got up by a little bit safer margin, he gave up a couple of runs. He gave up those 3 runs in single run efforts each inning. But that's Chase, again, being unselfish, pitching ahead in the count, trying to manage his pitch count to keep himself in the ball game. And he knew going into the game, and we didn't talk about it, but he's that intelligent of a pitcher. But he knew that his performance today, if he could extend it and he could save our bullpen, what that could mean to us for the rest of the tournament. And consequently, that's what his mentality was. So the fact that he gave up those 3 single runs didn't shock me, just because of the fact that he was probably trying to be a little bit more efficient in his pitch count and extend these out.
Felt today just out there on the mound, 14 strikeouts on a neutral site tournament record.
Yeah, I felt good. You know, it's obviously a quick turnaround for us after a tough loss last night, but I was actually able to sleep in a little later than the rest of the guys and get here a little later. But I felt good. Mostly I just wanted to enjoy myself, which could potentially be my last start at Belmont, and just take every inning as its own and try to win each inning.
And maybe a bounce back after last weekend's performance a little bit?
Yeah, we had a tough week last week at Tech. A few things just didn't go our way, so I think the key for me was to be able to get ahead early in the count, which I didn't really do a great job of at Tech. Kind of gave me the chance to mess with them a little bit once I was ahead, 0-1, 0-2, 1-2, and get them to swing at some pitches that were out of zone. Honestly, because last time I think I was, on a 50-60 pitch count first time back, so I was actually a little more aggressive then, and because it was almost felt like coming out of the bullpen a little bit because it was a short start. So this time I kind of had to pace myself a little bit, and not give it all in the first 4 innings, but be able to spread it over the course of the game.
Today was about one guy, and Brookshire was absolutely fantastic. When you strike out 14 and walk 1 in a game, it puts a lot of pressure on the other team. Offensively, they did enough early to give him a lead, and once he had that lead, I felt like he was really about as good as anybody we had faced all year long. He was really, really good, and we just couldn't get up and watched him. I felt like that his body language and all said, I'm in total control. And he was the same way when he pitched at our place, but he was on a pitch count. And he threw all of his pitches for strikes. He located extremely well, pitched ahead in the count. And when you do that, it's not like he throws the ball hard enough to go through a wall, but he throws hard enough. And he made some guys look pretty bad. He fooled some guys, but it wasn't really about trickery. It was about making quality pitches, and I thought he was really, really